I don't understand how some politician they see everything that is wrong with a government when they're a private citizen, but as soon as they become elected, they just follow the same path as the previous one that they were criticizing. I see our government here, they'll spend millions of dollars for the year paying for overseas consultation, and if they're doing a building project, they want a overseas design. Listen, if you live in a country, you know what your people want, you know what your country need. That man overseas, he's gonna design what he knows. How can you design something you don't know or counsel on something that you do not know? If I'm gonna give you advice, I'm gonna give you based on what I know is happening to me in my current condition and my country. So I cannot buy someone else's idea in another country and feel that it's gonna work perfect in my country. They don't know what your people want. They didn't even been there. So they shooting the thing down to you. If it works, so what? We already got paid for it. We don't really care. Your government was stupid enough to hire us to do the job. Those are your leaders. We're not your leaders. We're just giving them what they're paying us for. And that's how these government elected are. They're just buying all kind of stuff, outsourcing all kind of stuff, you understand? Then when they hear that things are going bad, they want someone to blame. It's really crazy. And that's the same thing with our school system. You have your children, they teach them all this crazy stuff, especially in maths, geometry and algebra. Excuse me. I've been to school and I came out of school. They had those same subject in school, geometry, algebra, and I'm actually retired from working now, and I've never once had to deal with this geometry or this algebra. Your kid go to university, come back, they tell them they don't have an experience, so they can't hire them. Okay, fine. There's a lot of things you doing in your company that is just basic, that don't need this geometry stuff, this algebra stuff. Instead of wasting time with these children, teaching them stuff for the 4 years, why couldn't you spend at least 1 year or 2 year with on hand experience in the school? It's simple. The school have a program running where they do certain login for companies on the outside. They do certain paperwork for companies on the outside. The company bring over the work or email over the work, and the students are actually doing real work for real companies. A lot of companies need stuff processed. You understand? They need stuff loaded. Once it's loaded, it put in a PDF and it shoot back to the company. Those children in school could be doing that. So that's where the experience is. So when they go for a job, do you have any experience? Yes, I have a year experience in exactly what this job entails. I have 2 years experience in it. You understand? But you beat these children half the stuff in universities. When they come out, they don't even apply it to anything. Let me tell you all I needed to know from the time I was working in the field and in offices in my country. I needed to know how to add. I needed to know how to subtract. I needed to know how to multiply. And I needed to know how to divide. Okay? That was it. I didn't need all of the other stuff that scientists need when they're trying to make a medicine in a lab, or what scientists need when they're building a spaceship. Just those four basic things I needed, and I make it through life successfully. So why do our university kids need all of these scientific stuff that they're not going to use when they could have been doing actual experience work right there in the university? So when they come out, yes, we have the theory and the practical. You don't have no excuse not to hire us.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing.
Explain to us how you think about the U.S.-China relationship, given some of the comments that Donald Trump has made about China being a currency manipulator. Did that come up during your meeting?
Well, I think first In America, there's a freedom of speech, right? So he can say whatever he wants, and I respect, I understand. But of course, I have my views. We did not the debate about the China-U.S. trade or manipulation. We did not debate. Actually, we agreed on something. Small business, developing the Midwest America, helping the farmers there, small business there, to exporting to China. So we all agreed. But something that we did not discuss about the American the job losing to China, Mexico, and this. I think 30 years ago, when I just graduated from universities, I heard America had a wonderful strategy. They outsource the manufacturing job, service jobs. They outsource the manufacturing to Mexico and China, outsource the service job to India. There's a book called The World is Flat.
Tom Friedman, colleague at the New York Times.
And I think it's a perfect strategy. You know, that the Americans said, we just want to control the IP, we just want technology, we just want the brand to leave the lower end jobs for the world. Great strategy. Past 30 years, the American had 13 wars, spending $14.2 trillion. The money going there. What if they spend a part of that money on building up the infrastructure, helping the white collars and blue collars? No matter how strategy good it is, you're supposed to spend money on your own people. Not everybody can pass Harvard. Like me, we're not good at education, right? We should spend money on those people who are not good at schooling. And the other money, which I'm curious about, is that when I was young, I heard America is about Ford and Boeing, those big manufacturing companies. The last 10, 20 years, I heard about is Silicon Valley and Wall Street. The money go to the Wall Street. And what happened? Year 2008. The financial crisis wiped out $19.2 trillion USA alone. They wiped out all the white collars and destroyed 34 million jobs globally. So what if the money is not Wall Street? What if the money spent on the Midwest of the United States? Developing the industry there, that could be changed a lot. So it's not the other countries steal jobs from you guys. It is your strategy.
Okay,
but you do not distribute the money and things in a proper way.